Yes, that's my name. Yes. That's what they call me. They call me Faja. What? Oh, okay. I don't even know what bow tricks is, man. What's up, fam? What's up? What's up? What's up? Ooh, let's see here. Let's get some load ups. Some load ups. I know, man. I know. I know I have to check this. Yo. Yo. We're back to the enjoyment here of what we... Wait, what? I'm sorry, Aka, excuse me? Why does it say next phase in 1 hour and 23 minutes? Does that mean that registration hasn't started yet? Hold up, am I early? Oh my gosh, we are early. Oh, I didn't realize. This is great. Wow, so did daylight savings time happen and I just totally forgot that it's actually popping that registration starts at 8 and oh my god, am I actually like really early to something? This is great. Oh my gosh, that means I could like prep my stuff beforehand. Oh, that's so dope. Wow, that actually makes me feel so much better about my life currently. Oh my god, that's so awesome. Let me see, yeah. Sweetness. Basically just really early. But we'll take it. Oh, babe, she's over here. I told her to go eat. Oh my gosh, this kid. Lord Almighty, man. Lord Almighty. Oh wait, is it live? Yeah, it is live. Good. Sonny, what's up, man? What's up, BM? What's up, bro? What's up, broski? What's up? We got 1 hour and 20 minutes. But we're gonna do some prep beforehand, so we can kind of get everything ready. Rizzy, what's up, man? Yo, Nasty, where can we find the new stats thingy after they decided to cease and desist the people who made the website? Yeah, I mean, that's, to be fair, that is one way to describe it. Cease and desist, that's good stuff. So yeah, so if you want to find that, you're gonna go, and we're actually probably going to utilize a little bit of this too. So you're going to go to your notice board, and then when you go to the notice board in your city, you'll click on the graph, and then hang on, let me log in. Oh wait, do I have to log in? Oh, cool. I guess I do or don't really. I'm not sure how that works. Oh well, so I guess I can actually like see everything. So yeah, so this is how it looks. Let me see if I can show you guys this. So yeah, let me Shazam. There we go. So this is how it looks right now when you're kind of going in and using it. And, you know, like I can click on get started. It'll show me from like 22 to 23, right? A bunch of people that are here. We talked about it before, like if you scroll down, right, you can then do the little scroll thingy. You can look for window ranges. If I want to look at like the realm stats, this is the kingdom, right? This is pretty cool because I can select the realm that I want to look at. And so we'll probably do a little bit of this too as well. And then we got the stage comparisons. This is basically like I was talking about before in the previous video. These are just all the active KvKs. So, you know, if I want to look at, I wonder if it'll show me finish like ones that have already concluded for oh yeah, see, so these ones have, right? So all these SOS3, these should be 5037. It should go, yeah, see, it does. So this is like the #1 KvK from G2, right? This one just finished. And I like that you can see past KvKs. Like that's actually really dope. And so, you know, I think the one thing I actually would have liked for them to add in here eventually too is I was thinking about it, like individual player powers. That'd be really cool if you can look at like, it's, you know, kingdoms, but then if you could look at individual players across all the kingdoms, that'd be really cool. And look at like a top board based on individual players, that'd be dope as well. But yeah, so that, so just kind of an example for you as far as like, you know, if you want to kind of go get access to this, that's essentially where you would go for that. And we'll probably do a little bit of utilization there on that as well here in a bit.
Mommy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know. It's so good. Let me see. What are we doing here? Shazam us. Yeah, so I think what we'll probably end up doing is here in a sec, we'll start doing a little bit of prep. We'll probably utilize the new COD data tool too as well. And we'll start kind of building out our prep for when registration starts. As I think from what I was told, I'm probably gonna get a fresh scan tomorrow. I think they were saying the Hero Scrolls team said they had to, I guess, fix or update something on their end. So, like I said, we'll probably use that along with utilizing Drewski's sheet. And this is mainly because when we basically need registration to end, that's essentially the most important part, is once it ends, then from there we can actually have kind of like the full, you know, ideal stats for everyone as far as post migration. Once the registration ends as well, it kind of goes in tandem. But what we'll probably end up doing is I'll get a scan once registration ends as well, and then we're going to upload that to the analytics website, to our analytics website, where we can then start kind of putting together stuff a little bit more in depth for the kind of more advanced PvP stats. But for now, we're gonna basically assess everyone that is registered, or everyone that's going to be in the G2 pool. Because remember, there could be some new kingdoms, there could be some kingdoms that left. So we'll do an early take on that. We'll start kind of putting together some initial stats and data too as well. We'll probably just start from maybe a previous list, and we'll kind of go top down in those kingdoms because we're obviously able to look at those pretty quickly. So yeah, again, gonna be good stuff tonight. Yeah. Now, obviously, we won't necessarily know everyone that has not registered and who's going to be skipping and leaving G2. But on top of that, we can also see, you know, maybe some of the top kingdoms in G1, you know, if they're staying there, maybe working their way back over to G2, which would be cool. Yeah. Riz says they announced that there would be a new way to check kingdom stats, right? Yeah. D-Vic, what's up, man? What up, what up? Welcome. Daddy Herc, what's up, bro? Torian, what's up? From 698, heard you had a fun time at NYC. Dude, I mean, listen, man, NYC was, I mean, it was great, man. It really was. I mean, it was such a fulfilling and I think phenomenal experience overall. Just to be able, not only to go, you know, to somewhere that you haven't gone to before, especially, you know, because it's, you know, your first time, at least, you know, obviously, especially in my case, where I had never been in New York City. I was the very first time really just to the state in general. And being able to not only go somewhere you haven't been before, but be in that kind of an environment with, and I talked about it as well, you know, when we were briefly on Guns of Stream, when I was talking about it even, you know, in some of the interviews that we did. I talked about it with the Guns interview we put out today. Like just the entire atmosphere, man, the energy there was, you know, intoxicating in the best of ways. It was, you know, so full of life. Everyone was very happy. Everyone was very engaged. I mean, it was just really good vibes all around. And I think that, above all else, made the event that much more fun and enjoyable for a lot of people that attended, you know. And I talked about this as well at one point. You know, it wasn't like you had a bunch of people that were just, you know, sitting in the corner and, you know, it's kind of like, you know, you're at your high school dance and, you know, you got people all along the wall and, you know, there's just not too many people kind of out there on the floor. You know, thankfully, you know, there was a lot of kind of there was a lot of discussions and conversations that were going on, a lot of socializing, I should say. So yeah, man, it was great. I mean, yeah, I mean, the only thing I wish is that it just ended up being longer, right? I mean, that's, for me, at the end of the day, I really wish that it was longer. You know, whether it was just longer throughout the day, or even if they did some kind of like a 2-day thing on maybe like a Saturday, Sunday, or maybe, and here's a take, maybe they do something where, you know, it's like a longer day on Saturday, maybe like a half day on Sunday, right? Maybe Saturday's like, you know, part of a main event, and then Sunday is, you know, maybe just like more mingling. Like maybe they allow on Sunday for there to be mingling, and Sunday's like the main prize, the main raffles and giveaways and mini games and things like that. Yeah, I mean, again, right, you can, you know, obviously split things up, you know, certain ways that you want, but yeah, it was great, man. I mean, I can't say enough. I think, you know, for me, being able to go around and go try so much great food, you know, be in a city that's very walkable, especially for me. I mean, like I told people, man, I walked all the way from Lower Manhattan up to Central Park, you know, which Google Maps was saying it takes like an hour to walk that. I did that thing in probably 45 minutes. Like I was at a very brisk walking pace, and I don't mind. Like it was so enjoyable. It was so much fun to be able to do that and to see so many sights along the way. So I walked up and down a couple of the main streets. So yeah, man, I mean, I think it was just the whole entire experience was, and I'm going to do a solo video kind of talking about my expectations, my impressions walking in, you know, what I thought about the event throughout. You know, I'll definitely do kind of a well-rounded recap. I even asked a bunch of people for their feedback as well. I think we got a little over 30 responses so far. I reached out to everyone that was still in the Discord that they had set up. And so, you know, I'm planning to, you know, go and ask people, or planning to read through that, I should say, once I get there. Yeah, but like I said, man, it was the jam, man. It was absolutely the jam. So I can't say enough. Yeah. Nubinator, what's up, man? 698 in the house. That's right, man. Wish it would update at reset instead of waiting till 3 UTC. Well, apparently it got pushed back. I didn't realize this. I thought the reset was still at 7, which would have been here in 10 minutes. But I don't know if there was like a daylight savings or something. Maybe I missed it and I'm just totally off and I wasn't paying attention to what the reset times were. I mean, now I know because we're in it. But yeah, no, that was funny. Bonkai, what's up, man? Pulling stats now, not bring much people actively move. Okay, interesting. I'll have to look because I know we already did a big pull in the beginning of the season that I'm going to compare, or I should say once last registration ended. So we're going to compare that with, and I'm going to do a whole migration coverage. So don't worry about that. For those of you wondering, I'll cover, you know, all the big player moves. I'm going to cover all the big kingdom moves. I'll cover where the majority of players went, where they left. So again, we're going to do a big free agency, probably a couple videos covering that on the kingdoms that gained and lost the most, you know, which groups, you know, the biggest groups that left, where did they go, where did they leave. We'll do, like I said, you know, maybe we'll show off like some of the biggest names on where did they go. You know, if there's any stories we can maybe cover there, reasons why they might have left. You know, like I said, man, I very much am enjoying covering kind of this free agency off-season period. There's always a lot to talk about, especially if you just kind of, you know, dig into it a little bit. So absolutely we'll be planning to do that. We'll probably do it most likely once. And I say that because I don't think I was expecting for it to be this fast of a turnaround. The turnaround this time was actually really quick. You know, usually it's like a week or something before, you know, the first stage even starts. And this one, it felt like it was 2 days or something, like a day or two after the season ended. Because I think the season ended on 24. Is that right? What do I have here on my timeline sheet? Let me see. Yeah. So season ended on the 24. Registration's 24 hours. I mean, this is the first time I think we've ever had this fast of a turnaround. Now, I wonder if they might be doing that because they want to... I wonder if they're doing it that way because they're trying to line up the timelines for when the new KvK season and map, the new KvK storyline and map is going to drop, and that's why they just opted for such a fast, quick turnaround. Maybe. But it just is a bit unprecedented because I just don't think that we've really seen, you know, something like that happen before. At least not that I've seen with it being that quick. Yeah. Beans, what's up, man? Hands of Don Julio shot. Appreciate you. I will, just for you, Beans, I will take my agua, my H2O shot. That's what we'll do. Yo, hey, what's up, man? Ducky, what up? Yo, the best tatted nerd in the game. That's right, man. That's what we're all about. Well, I should say a part of it. Z-Bam, what's up, man? Sheets. That's right, man. Clap them sheets. Cryptic, what's up? Ducky, don't let Phoenix hear you say that. Z-Bam says, I'm still sad you didn't take a pic with me. Oh, wait, Z-Bam, what was your in-game name at the event? Because there was a few people, I'm going to be honest, that I missed out on being able to get pics with. One person I found out later because I only saw them once or twice at the event. I think the name was Iconic in TFS. And I don't know if they were there right away, but somebody, I guess, I saw them walking around and they walked around a few times, a few times that I saw them, maybe 2 or 3 at the most. And I kept thinking to myself, man, I don't know who that is, but I need to make sure I try and go up and say hi and introduce myself. But for whatever reason, I didn't really get, the opportunity. Because I couldn't, by the time I was about to start trying to get some interviews in, I was kind of getting through the last few people to say hi to. I did go around and look, but I couldn't find them. So I don't know, maybe they just had already left at that point, but that's one person. Beans, apparently, I didn't have a shot. I missed out on being able to get a pic with him. I thought we did. Nubian 690 had a massive migration, ready to see who we get to fight in G2. Nice, man. Oh, dude, I'm sure Savage and them are happy about that. Tori, bring it. Ducky. The Critic Phoenix got copyright strikes by devs. He ain't a data nerd anymore. Wait, what? That's messed up, man. PP, what's up, bro? BM between Milk, WA, RFF. Who you think it's the 6th in top 1? I mean, again, I'm gonna have to look at how the shift tab has been done so far. We're gonna be taking a look at that shortly. Yeah, I'll have to see who you have on there. I mean, I would imagine NTS would probably be argued, unless you said them already, for one. Would have been cool if EXG, I don't know if they're coming back. Weren't they in G1? It would be cool if they end up coming back over to G2. I don't know how that's obviously going to play out, of course, but that would actually be really cool. Yeah. I'll have to see. Because I thought I saw someone, oh, dude, cool, dude, 2K just sent me a FR. Man, I hit him up a couple times too. That's so funny. Oh, good, I'm not missing any system mails. That's always a good one for me. All right, we're almost at an hour, 3 minutes here, and we're gonna have to start plugging away so we can input some stuff for us, so we can start looking at some numbers. Which, like I said, man, it's great that we're like decently ahead of the game, because like a lot of times I feel like I'm kind of behind a bit. Which it's always nice to be a little bit out in front where you're not having to worry too much. Yeah, let me see. Do I have one of these? One. Oh, 5 has to be. I think I got a 5 account. We'll see. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, well, you said Milk WRFF. Who do you think is the 6th or top 1? Oh, I see between those. I mean, I guess it depends on how much growth Milk is going to see. You know, because I mean, really, this was probably their first true recruitment season, right? Because last season they ended up. Ooh, Alu 16. What's up, man? Yo, have a good stream, man. Thank you, I appreciate that. We absolutely will. Milk should go top 1. Pizza, what's up, man? Mortal, what's up? Welcome. Zima says, you saw us and you thought about saying hi, but you didn't find us. Huh, really? I'm the coolest data nerd. Oh. Well, you're going to tell me what your name on your badge was. Numinator, we've been working hard. Savage is thrilled, ready to put our name out there. Yeah, man. No, I think, like I said, man, I mean, 698 definitely seems, with the SO98 guys, you know, definitely could be an up-and-comer, absolutely. Yeah, let me see real quick. Do I have this? Oh, cool, awesome. Yeah, let me switch these over then. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's do this real quick. I think I got this set up. So I can set this. Nice. We'll hang out there. That's gonna let me switch some things up real quick-a-roo here. And then we'll be able to start doing a little plug and plug. So not that one. That looks rough. We'll do this one. Yeah, also, I think it's cool because we can probably look at through the in-game data tool. We'll do that in a sec once we start kind of doing some plugs. And the cool thing is you can actually tell, you'd have to look through enough of the kingdoms, of course, but you can figure out basically, I mean, they have like an in-game leaderboard now on kingdoms. The only challenge is that you have to do it kind of the manual old-fashioned way, right? You can't really do it. You can't really, there's not a leaderboard. You have to click on, basically search each kingdom individually, but it'll still give you their rank. So that's actually pretty cool, right? In that regard. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to look at kind of where everyone was last. So like 240, yeah, I gotta look at 249 here. We'll do a couple things, and then we'll go ahead and set this bad grill up, if you feels me. Oh, where's the string? Oh, yeah, let me grab. What am I doing? Yeah. Nice. As always, man, if you guys want to help us out, remember, man, you want to get this face out to more peeps in the CoD community. Help us out. Throw us up, because it really does. Thank you. All right. My dog. My dog. Huh?
Please.
What is it? What do you mean? I'm sorry. Did you eat your food? First, I don't know who you roaring at. Oh! Don't go down there, sweetie. Thank you. Yes. What is it?
Get up.
Okay, hang on. Did you go eat your food?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You actually have some food on your face. This is somewhat indicative of that. Don't grab that though. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, come here, Daddy. All right. You made it. You made it to the Cool Kids Club. You should be happy. There we go. I know. It's so good. It's so good. Well, maybe I should do that, huh? Is that an interesting idea? Oh, that's cool. There we go. Look at that. No mic, but maybe you guys can still hear me okay. Yeah. Ooh, my bad. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Is the music loud? My apologies, fam. I'm shocked no one said anything. I forgot to lower the music volume down a little bit. Hopefully that's a little bit better. I'm shocked no one said anything about it because I usually have that down a little bit. Hopefully that's a little more tolerable for you all. I'm now just realizing that I had that a little bit louder than I thought it was going to be. But no one said anything, so maybe it wasn't that deafening. Yeah. Oh, that's it. Oh, go like this, go like this, go like this. Oh, here. Here, you want this? Let's do that. Here, you can do these. Hang on, let me connect it. I know you like using this. You want to do this? This is what you can do. Watch me now. Watch me work. Watch me work. Oh, wait, hang on. Did your mom text me?
Yes.
Oh.
Mommy texted.
Oh, hang on. No, I just want to check. Is that the YouTube kids? Oh, it is. Hold up, killer. Hold up. Hang on, I just want to make sure this thing's on. Okay, here you go. There you go. You hear it? She hears it. She's like getting a kick out of it too. That's good. That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
You hear it? Yeah. It's okay. It's just your hair. It's okay. Yeah. That is so funny. She's like listening to it. She's like, what's this? How is music coming out of this thing? There we go. Now I just realized this is probably better for her because if I wasn't doing this, she would turn it up. She'd turn it up loud. Fine. What is it? Oh, you want to go like this? Hang on. Like this? There you go. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this one fell. This one fell. There you go. Okay, let's go. Okay, there you go. What's that? Okay. Oh yeah. There you go. Now that's better. Yep. Okay, hopefully she doesn't yell at us. I didn't turn it up that loud, but I could just see her yelling like she's trying to talk to me. Oh, man. Yeah, Sonny says milk is on 20. Oh, they're on 27 bill now. Wow, dude. I wonder if they were really prepping that. And Kirito was like really kind of setting some stuff up there during this upcoming season.
Hey, Dad.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry.
Mommy.
Aka, excuse me. Yeah, no, I see it, girl. I see it. You let him know. Yeah. What do we got? 56 minutes, man. We're getting there. That's pretty cool, though. Sonny, if they're on 27 bill, we'll take a look at that, too, as well. I had a VIP badge saying some weird stuff. Badge. Veradata, what's up, man? Greetings from 540. Welcome. Thank you for hanging out. I'm skipping school my pizzas. Jafar, what's up, man? Oh, wow, registration day. Let's see how things go, NASTi. Dude, absolutely. Like I said, the first thing I'm going to be really curious to see here in a bit is, you know, what are all the kingdoms in the pool? And then, you know, what new faces do we have? along with you know who. Well, and we won't figure this out obviously until the end of registration, but who leaves, right? Who's going to skip? The cool thing is we can see who's new, but you know we also just don't have kind of a hard gauge on you know who might be leaving or skipping out of the current season. Unfortunately, lads. But we will know in 2 days. Yeah. Andy, what's up, man? Oh, Nick, hey, Nikal, what's up, bro? Hey. Ben, how's the COD banner? Are you going to use it at some point as your background? I will. I have it. It's right over here. I got it right there. I have to ask the lady because like man, she's so good on the arts and crafts stuff, and I need to ask her like, hey, what do you think I should do? You know, because I don't want to like pin something in it. You know what I mean? If I could get like a collapsible pole or something and just get like 2 of those, so it's like easy just to kind of do a quick setup or takedown. Because I don't want to like you know ruin the fabric, or maybe if I can get like something that's a mount but it clamps, that could be okay. I'm gonna have to ask her what she thinks, because she's so good with that stuff. So, but I got the banner. It came in I think a day or 2 ago. So, yeah, and then all the stuff because. You know what and I told people I had to do this. I ended up, what is it? I had to ship it. I had to ship all my stuff out from the event because I just wouldn't have fit everything. And I then realized in that moment, like, man, this is the way to do it, right? Now, obviously, it would be different if we're going internationally, right? If we're traveling, you know, and we're going to somewhere in Europe, you know, for the next event or wherever that might be, that's a little different. That might be a little bit more challenging when it comes to getting stuff out of the country and shipping it out. It's a little bit easier in the States. So yeah, I may have to consider taking a larger luggage if, you know, I'm traveling internationally. Yeah. So that way I don't probably, because I imagine it would probably be a pretty penny to have to ship stuff out of wherever it would. I mean, if it's London or Paris or I don't know, gosh, anywhere that's, you know, pretty, I guess that they might have it somewhere in the EU. Because I think that's what they were saying is that, I mean, they were, I think, thinking about that. And, you know, the possibility of having a little bit more routine on US events, which would be dope if they did a yearly one. I don't know, you know, how viable that is or not, but I'll tell you right now, man, if they did do a yearly one in the US, that would be the bee's knees, man. No. Pico, what's up, man? Milk wanted to stay below 30 billion power. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah. They want, I mean, to be fair, that probably is smart for them if they're just trying to slow build and they just don't want to, like, you know, boost a lot of power. Pika, I somewhat think, like, if you don't have, you got to keep in mind, like, they just got back there, right, to 60. And, you know, I bet you the more important thing for Milk is let's assess everyone that came back first. Let's play a season with them. Let's figure out how our new structure is going to be set up. Let's figure out who's going to be consistent, who's going to be active. And then from there, let's trim down, right? Let's cut some fat, which I'm sure they really only brought people over initially, but you still might have some. And then, because I think they were like low 20s, right? So if they went from like low 20s to 27, I mean, you're talking, you know, anywhere from what, 6 billion that they probably brought in. That's a pretty small number, especially if they're trying to stay under 30. And you're just kind of doing like a slow build process, right? So maybe, you know, we'll have to see how the other kingdoms play out. But I mean, I very much think it's a smart, viable option on how to play that out. It lets you control a lot more, right? When you're not bringing in so many people, there's just more intangibles you have to potentially worry about when you bring in a large group versus a smaller group. So yeah, I mean, again, kudos to them, man. I mean, I think it's a smart move that they're playing out, especially with, again, if that ends up panning out. I mean, we'll look at the numbers for how they look when we take a look at their kingdom here in a sec. And obviously some others, but yeah, no, absolutely not mad at that. Yeah. Nick, what's that? Nick says Guns had some issues and couldn't ship his, unfortunately. So happy you got yours. Really? I wonder what it was. I wonder if it's because he took one that oh gosh, I wonder if it's because he took one that had the rollers. It had, you know, it was like a scroll, it was like a big scroll, and it had whatever those plastic tubes were on it that the fabric curled around. I wonder if that might have been it. And I don't even know if those things came apart, or if maybe he just would have had to break it. I wonder if that's what it was though, because I had no problem shipping the box. I know he got a box too. So I wonder if it was just because maybe it was just a little bit of a kind of a longer, awkward shape. I don't know. And maybe they just don't have long boxes. Maybe it's because they mostly have square boxes and not rectangular boxes like that. So he kind of would have had to maybe get his own box. Or if it would have came in a case or something. And they just could have, you know, bubble wrap the shite out of that thing and then ship it off with the label on it. Yeah. But part of me feels like maybe that's what it was. I'll have to ask him. Yeah. Sorry. Oh, hang on. Somebody's messaging me. Oh, there we go. I have a Geo. Wait, what is this? Somebody just told me they have a GeoGuessr Pro in their VC. That's actually kind of funny. 26572. I'm telling him to find your location. That's so good. That's so good, man. Find your location. Oh my gosh. That's good stuff. Bonkat, what's up, man? KvK 1 would be the highest power KvK ever. I mean, maybe, man. Maybe. I'll have to look at what the record is for strongest KvK 1 power, because I'm pretty sure last season, I'm pretty sure this last KvK 1 broke the record, and the one before that was like the previous record. I'll have to look at what the total power was again. I think we do have it mapped out, so we should be able to take a look at it here in a little bit. But I mean, you very well may be right. What do we got? 46 minutes left. Okay, 10. Okay, we'll do one more. Yeah. Nice. Ducky says it's going to be 6 alliances, all from 28 to 40 bill. I mean, that'd be pretty nuts, yeah. They also might add the small alliances like they did 2 seasons ago to make up for the power gap. I don't really know how much you're really making up for on the power gap on that front. I mean, maybe if you're adding in a couple of the top end bees, right? Because that's the thing, is that it will be interesting now to see how they do it with the system placement that they're going with. Because now, if they do decide to do the ABs, right now you're going to end up seeing that. Done where the game system matches you on that front. instead of it being kind of manually controlled by the kingdoms via their Diplo for who they're going to team with, and then you're just kind of going there. So I think that will be very interesting to see how that plays out. Absolutely. All right. Yeah, so I think we're good there. Let me come back. Let's do this. Is it 19? Yeah, okay, there we go. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to grab this one. Oopsies, let's do this. Where am I? 92? Shazammer. Let's do this. Nice. Switch me up on some stuff over her. Yeah. Sonny says WIMFS, WB, NTS, NXW, and Milk should be top 6. Interesting. Why it says IMFS, 6 we don't know. Okay. Yo, hey, says WAO Milk. Sonny, I knew I was forgetting someone. Has to be WAO then. I mean, it could be. It could be. Like I said, man, we're logged in on the data tool, so we'll be taking a look here shortly. 2. Yeah. Oh, I don't think I can, huh? Can I? Oh. Oh, I see. So I have to do it from, I think, season 3 then. Yeah. Rough life. Let's do season 3. So we're gonna go what? It's 809, right? Yeah, we'll do that. Let's see if this works. Aha, figured it out. Yeah. Nubidator says us at 698 is right in front of Milk or right behind. Yeah. Bonkai, you saw the map. Finally, dragon entry is from all sides, not just from the south. No, I mean, listen, man, I'm very happy with the map. Absolutely. I mean, obviously, I want to see how, listen, man, the map can look good, but it really depends on how the passes are going to open, because, again, that for me is what I at least feel is, is going to make or break at that point. Is your pass opening going to be, I mean, respectfully, is going to be rough, or is it going to be a little bit more conducive to, you trying to put players in the kingdoms in positions to generate a lot of good PvP and to get some high engagement and participation out of people. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how that one plays out. Absolutely. Yo, hey, we will beat you, YSS. Well, damn, bro. I mean, just tell us really how you feel. Stick the chest out. Habibi, what's up, man? Yo, Bossy and Mini Bossy in the house. What's up, man? Welcome. Yeah, she's saying, I don't know what it is, man. I guess she just likes whenever I'm streaming. She just likes hanging out and sitting. I guess she just likes being in the environment. Even if she's just doing her own thing. Yeah, Heinous, what's up, man? Not even close. They use a ton of metrics that you guys just really like, especially with all your T4. I mean, to be honest, it would be nice if they did eventually, offer maybe some more stats that they do on there, at least, via the data tool on that front. Angela, what's up, man? Kingdom 127, good team. Very nice. We got 127 in the house. Welcome, welcome. Nubinator says, just power-wise is what I'm talking about. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Bonkai, automatic starting zones are meh. I wish kings could collective change It's if all agree to make sure we zone. Yeah, so you know, the one thing I'll say, and this I think would be really cool to play around with, is even if the game system matches group, like they match kingdoms, right? They match the groups, they set the groups up, they do all of that. Once the KvK groups are set and you know who's on your team because the system has said, well, this is who you're going to be with. I do think it'd be cool if they tried, at least for one season, to allow the kingdoms to then choose their starting locations, right? You do it like kind of like a League of Legends thing, right? Where it's like one team goes first, and then the next two teams go, and then the next two, and then, one team, first kingdom, second team, two kingdoms. Then you go back to the first team, their next two kingdoms, right? Have you guys ever kind of seen how, you know, like a MOBA game does their hero picks and bans or whatnot, right? Kind of like that. It's like a 1-2-2-2-2-1 or something, right? Depending on how many kingdoms there are in the KvK. That would be cool if you let people pick their starting zones. I think that would be really cool to see. Now, again, maybe, you know, maybe it's not all it's cracked up to be. Maybe it's just a little bit overhyped. But would it be awesome to see that being done? Dude, abso-freaking-lutely. No question, right? And like I said, I'm not saying that, you know, hey, okay, let's do this and it's going to be the end-all be-all. It's just going to, you know, fix everything, dear Lord. But would it just be cool to see, to kind of test out? Absolutely, I do think so. And at least they would get some good data from it to determine and say, okay, well, look, you know, maybe it worked out really well. Maybe there's some modifications that you make to it because it was received that well. Maybe it just ended up god awful and nobody ever wants to see it again. That's fine. But again, I would absolutely love to see something like that. Without a freaking question. Yeah. Ducky says that'd be cool. Noob says that would be epic. Yeah, man. I mean, the thing is, they've alluded to this in, I think, one of their Call of Kings Q&As before, where they talked about this idea of possibly doing this. And I don't know if I want to go as far as saying that they said that they were absolutely going to do it, because I'd have to go back and read I'd have to read what the language was that they specifically stated. But I know it was something that they were considering, because it was something I know that some of the kings and queens had brought forth. Fam, 36 minutes. 36 minutes. And registration starts. Ooh. Exciting. Exciting. Can't wait. Can't wait. Yeah, I think what I'm probably most excited about right now is whenever we do fully... Hey, sweetie. Hi. Oh, thank yous. Whenever we do fully ramp up here in a sec, I can't wait to really... I want to try using their data tool and filling stuff in just to kind of see, you know, how it works. Which is obviously something just kind of an interim, because like I said, we're going to be getting a full scan pool tomorrow, and then absolutely we'll get one once registration ends. And then hopefully I'll be able... Excuse me. Hopefully we'll be able to pass it over to Drewski, and then he can update the analytics site as well on his end. Ooh, that is. There we go. I have to take that off. At 4, we are nice. Huh. J4, what's up, bro? BN, do they have Chipotle in NYC? Asking for a friend. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if they did. I swear I thought I tried to look up Chipotle once, and it took me to like some kind of like fresh Mex Bowl place or like some alternative. I'll have to look. We could probably find that out, but I'm not sure actually on the answer to that. Like in the city, if that's what you mean. Let's see, is Chipotle in... Yes, there are numerous Chipotles. Never mind. There's a bunch. It says there's 60 stores across the state and a couple spots in Manhattan. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it was just the area I was in then. J4 would be hard to start a new season in New York City without Chipotle. Donk, what's up, man? I heard the season was going to be 2v2. Is it going to be a choice between 3v3 or 2v2 like before? I'll have to look for Rise of the Dragon because there's 6 camps, and I gotta look at the map too. Yeah. I think this is going to be 3v3 on this one. Yeah. Gots to get the agua. She's so funny. She's just enjoying this, dude. It's absolutely adorbs. I mean, the other thing on that note, Donk, is that, you know, with it being a 3v3, you know, the potential for, you know, a stronger KvK overall, you know, especially a higher powered one, is there in the running now. Excuse me. Mm. 31 minutes until we go. Yeah. You know, I was actually thinking about doing some IRL streams too as well around my park, like just walking around. Like, it's a pretty big park. I was actually thinking about doing some IRL streams, you know, if we ever kind of like talk about certain topics. Yeah. Man, too bad. You know, I was just thinking about this, but too bad Call of Dragons doesn't... I'm going to need to ask them about this, man. Because you know what I was thinking about? I was thinking, man, too bad that Call of Dragons doesn't show up at other, like, gaming events or conventions. As in, how cool would it be to just, you know, go to some of these? I think, like, an example, if they went to, like, a PAX event, or if they went to, you know, whichever some big, I don't even know, what are some big, like, mobile gaming conventions? Let me see. What are mobile, oh, hang on. What are some mobile, what are some gaming events / conventions that feature mobile games? Let me see. Okay, here we go. Pocket Gamer. Oh, the Tokyo Game Show, TGS. It's held in Japan. That's cool. Gamescom. There's GDC, the Game Developers Conference. That's in San Francisco. Dude, that would be dope because I got family out there. Of course, PAX East and PAX West. DreamHack. Okay. There's like a number of things that feature mobile games. See, that, like, to me, that would be really cool if they did something like that. If they went out to one of these kinds of events and they said, and I'm talking just for like awareness, right? Just to spread more awareness about the game, to promote. Because if they did, I could tell you, man, like, I would show up for that. You know, I'd show up, I'd cover the event, you know, I'd cover them there. I mean, I think that could be really cool. I think some people were saying that too at the NYC meetup. I think a couple of us. I remember being in some kind of a conversation about that. Yeah. What are you doing? Oh, you're here. There you go. Yeah. Dog says, I want a 2v2 just for the variants, but guess I'm in the minority. Yeah, Mushroom Killer, what's up, man? Yo. Oh, my man, Mushroom Killer, man, joining our membership squad, coming in for a nickel, dude. Thank you so much. I'm going to shoot some confetti out your way. Why? Because it's free and because I like the animation. Well, I appreciate the support, my guy. You're too kind, too kind. Ooh, salud. But thank you for sneezing on my body. I appreciate you. I can always rely on you for that. Dog says, I'm skeptical about reaching new players this late in the Kingdom Builder, but I hope they prove me wrong. Yeah. You know, the interesting thing is, at the event, at the meetup, one of the things they said there during their presentation was that they were going to focus some of their efforts on trying to bring more and new players to the game. And keep in mind, they went out of their way to say this. Now, I don't know what kind of ideas they have planned or whatnot. I mean, listen, going out and trying to attract new players to a game is one thing. Keeping them there and retaining them, having good retention, is obviously more important, right? Because you could bring in all the new blood and all the new people that you want, but if they do not stay, you know, at that point, you're just kind of doing yourself a disservice. Right? And listen, you can't deny that a portion of that is due to, you know, what some would say is misleading parts of advertising. Not all of it, but some. And I think that's some of those parts. Now, I don't know how much that may factor or not, but again, this is based on feedback I've heard from players. I think also it's just, you know, the new player experience is rough. You know, there's not, you know, you, yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah. Excuse me. What I was going to say is that the new player experience is rough, and it's rough because what you need to understand about the new player experience at a Kingdom Builder, if you haven't played one before, is that there's no guidance, right? There's not like you get some kind of universal handbook that tells you what to do, right? You basically have to legitimately figure everything out for yourself the first time around. And so, wait, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I got to count this here. 7. Yeah. So what I'm saying is that, like, when you're a new player and you join the game for the very first time, you don't get some kind of, like, you know, full encompassing tutorial or some kind of like cliff notes or a highlight version of, hey, these are, you know, the things that you need to go and do right now. Now there are some, but that's more of progressing your account and kind of figuring out, you know, what to do in a couple areas. But when it comes to, you know, figuring out, you know, alliance dynamics, kingdom dynamics, do's and don'ts in kingdoms, like etiquette, you know, attacking someone or attacking someone's farmers, you know, because maybe you're of the smaller population who still thinks that, you know, there's bots, and you attacking a bot and you're attacking someone who's out there farming is just a bot. You know, they could have been moving marches to and from their city out to RSS nodes for the entire day, and you're still thinking, dude, that's one active bot. You know? And I mean, it's just some of the most basic and fundamental things that people don't know. I mean, you have to imagine how much somebody gets turned off from playing a kingdom builder when they just started, right? Like, let's say they've been playing a day and they finally feel like they're getting a grasp on things. They send a builder out or a march out because they're trying to go to a node. Someone else is going to that node and they go to the same node, right? Or sorry, they get to the node that player is going to. How many times have you seen a situation where that person will attack that person's node? And then all of a sudden, depending on how aggressive that player, the player who got attacked wants to be, they could either make that new player's life a living hell or make it incredibly annoying for them, you know, and then obviously in the worst case, right, go and attack their city. And that could even be a reason why people would just say, dude, I'm done. Like, I just, like, you know, had a bad kind of start in a new kingdom. I just don't want to be here anymore. I can't tell you how many times I've seen that happen. And again, I don't want to go too far down this kind of a TED Talk of a rabbit hole, but I just want to simply say that the new player experience is rough, right? It is not, kingdom builders do not necessarily have a welcoming new player experience introduction, I'll say. So it is a little rough. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, let me see. 3v3 should have a little more time. Yeah. More risk of bad blood between kingdoms that have to match with each other, though. Yeah. Sonny says they should advertise the end game, the skills, arts, large scale skill. No, absolutely. Sonny, I'm with you, man. I'm with you 20.5% on that one. That's the thing, man. I always wonder why we don't see more ads for like the realistic gameplay on like big scale wars, maybe like insane micro play. Like, why not advertise some of the RTS elements, especially because these were things that they talked about at the New York City meetup, right? Like they had a slide where they answered a question on like, what was your inspiration for making Call of Dragons? And then the very next slide, which was the freaking answer, quoted RTS games and the genre. You know, and then you think about like, well, why aren't those elements being advertised more? Why aren't those elements front and center? You know, why are you not going out and like researching other kingdom builders and then highlighting the things that you do differently, the things that make your game unique? You know, don't get me wrong, I get it, I understand. We're not oblivious, right? It's, you know, that style of marketing attracts a lot of downloads. You know, I think that's fair to say. But I just don't believe in any way, shape, or form that you can sit there and tell me that that's the only way you can go about advertising in general, right? Like, I think you have to also look at it like this. You know, it's like a give and take. Are you going to accept a high download rate with low player? Like, is it going to be high download rate, low player retention? Or are you going to take a smaller download rate, potentially, with higher player retention? Personally, I feel like the higher player retention is what's going to end up making you more money overall in the long run. But maybe they look at it like, we get a bunch of downloads. If all these new downloads spend, you know, X amount of dollars or whatnot before they, you know, tune out, right? Maybe to them on a business end, it's more worth it. Like I said, I don't know the nitty gritty on that. But I just very much am in the camp of, you know, I would love to see the best. I would just like to see the best parts of COD promoted, is what I'll say generally. You know, just because, man, I feel like this game has so much to offer, especially for people that really are involved in the kingdom builder genre, and you really go out there and you really go out there and you've you've played other games, or you're like me and you've played other games, but you also research other kingdom builders and you know what they offer versus what they don't, and then you compare those things to COD, and you're just like, man, you know, just a lot of it is night and day. So, anyways, I just wanted to say that. I know we kind of went off a little bit there, but hey, guess what? We're under 20 minutes until registration. Yeah. Zaib says, who is most likely going to end up in second and third KvK? We'll take a look. We'll absolutely take a look on that too here in a sec. 857. So for the 9, 60, 61. Sweet. Yeah. COD Turtle, what's up, man? Hey, boss, it's July. Dude, July, that's been you the whole time, COD Turtle? I know I've seen you in here a couple times. Oh, dude, that's so cool. What's up, bro? Man, I'm telling you right now, man, you and Savage were some of my funnest experiences and venturing out and just chatting, man. You guys were an absolute blast and a ball to hang out with during the weekend, man. Like, I swear to, like, I'd go on foodie runs at Escapades with you guys like any day of the week, and just go venture out and walk. I feel like you guys kind of gave me those vibes, man, where it's like, dude, we can just hang and just go out, go get some awesome bomb grub, go see the sights, go explore, walk down some back alleys, you know, maybe when it's daylight, not when it's dark. But yeah, man, that's so cool. You know, someone said that you're able to change your chat name. But I can't remember if they had to do it through like their YouTube profile or their Gmail account profile. I don't know exactly what they said, but I know someone had to do that. I know someone not had to, but I know someone did that before. They told me about it. You're probably like, nah, man, I'm good. I'm incognito. Roberts, what's up, man? Starting new in COD is nothing compared to what it was 3 years ago. Like, yeah, no, I mean, no, you're right on that. Absolutely. It is very much night and day. I could effortlessly agree there. Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to deny or knock down that wall. Yeah. Savage, what's up, bro? Hey, BN. Yo, King Nubinator, dude, joining the membership squad, coming in for a single, man. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that support and that love. I'm going to throw you some confetti because I'm a gentleman. And it's also just happens to be my favorite emote. Yeah. Dog says, I myself have tried recruiting 3 different friends, fam. They said it looked too complicated and that they would be behind as their 2 biggest turnoffs. So that's interesting. That's actually really interesting to hear that feedback. I would almost wonder if, man, that's so cool. You know what maybe I should do? Because Dog, you're giving me some good juju ideas here. I wonder if I should go in and make an account like the Newest Kingdom and just post in there like, hey, listen, you know, I'm a content creator. Most of you are probably brand new to CallofDragons, probably new to Kingdom Builders. If you ever stop playing, please message me on Discord because I would love to know what some of your biggest hurdles were and some of your biggest stopgaps and like why you stopped playing or some of the biggest pain points. Man, dude, that actually could be a really cool like series, at least kind of, you know, periodic video idea. That's actually not bad. You're giving me some good stuff right now, dude. I need to write this down. Where am I going here? Okay, hang on. Let me make something. New account and Newest Kingdom. Ask new players if they stop playing. Why did they? Okay, cool. Awesome. I got it written down, man. I got it written down on my idea cue sheet because of course I got a sheet for ideas and news and storylines. Of course you do. Why? Because we're organized. We're gentlemen of organizational behavior. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. Savage, man. Thank you so much, dude, for the 10 dono. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, bro. I'm telling you, man, like I said, dude, you and July were such a pleasure. Man, one of the best pictures I got of you, Savage, was, what was it? Oh yeah, one of my favorite pictures at the event was I got you holding all the swag, and I was like, dude, my man's walking out with everything. Like he's trying to take them for all they're worth. Yeah, Oh gosh, dude, that was so such a good funny picture. Yeah. Pizza Savage sent me 98. Sent an app. Yeah, dude, that was not as good as. Man, well, I shouldn't say that, but like, man, in my other funny moment that I talked about was freaking Jason recruiting Meower at the Friday night dinner in real time. Like you could see Jason having his Discord app open on the phone. He was talking to one of his recruiters, and him and Meower were just next to each other, just like waiting for the response. Dude, it was so funny. Oh my god, that that got me. That was good. That's where you get some good chuckles, man. 861. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, dude, so funny. Oh god, yeah, just downright hilarious, my guy. We got 13 minutes. 13 minutos. Yeah. PB says they can make really sick ads from a siege fight. Dude, absolutely. I mean, that's a great idea as well. PB, for sure. On new cities with like controlled players to make it more cinematic and less chaotic. Absolutely. And listen, even if they wanted to make it more cinematic, at least that cinematic, you can say, is, you know, pretty much 100% accurate, right, on what you're going to experience in the game. But I absolutely think they should mix, if they're going to do something like that, you know, mix some of the real play with some cinematic play. I think that's totally fine to do, just so, you know, you're kind of still giving them a taste of it, but you're making it look really appealing at the same time. No problem with that. No problem with that. Yeah. But again, that's not a bad idea. Absolutely not a bad idea. Yeah. Hello. Hello. They should honestly just make ads of open field fighting. Oh, sweetie, you gotta put it like this. Like this, like this, like this. Where's your ear? Where's your ear? There you go. Oh. Yeah. Oh, let me see. They should honestly just make ads of open field fighting. That can be very cinematic. Oh no, absolutely. I mean, listen. You're trying to promote your game as an RTS, right? You say it's an RTS. You know, then why aren't you promoting more of the game in that regard? Where, you know, you take a page out of like a traditional RTS's book. Why aren't you showing, you know, a big open field fight in one of the KvKs, even if you're going to switch between like some cinematic and some real gameplay of, you know, two sides lining up against each other, the fighting starts, then you have like some calves that are going around and flanking, or you got flyers that are like reinforcing over a mountain and they're able to pick apart like a supply line. Why aren't you doing things like that? Why aren't you capturing like some of the Blink infantry play, right? Which is reminiscent of like, you know, League of Legends Blink or Flash, right, skills. Why aren't you doing some of these things that I think, personally, if I saw that you could use those things in like an open field RTS, and you had like this manual skill control, I mean, like, dude, that's sick. Why aren't, you know, it's just, I don't know, you know, again, keep in mind, that's me thinking of it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's going to correlate, right? I think it will, but yeah, like I said, that's just me, you know. Dude, 10 minutes, fam. 10 minutes. Yeah. Huskiki, what's up, man? My site already has all data updated, and it's still daily updating. There's also a matchmaking image over there. Oh, Huskiki, what? Oh, sorry, I don't know what your name is. Hit me up on Discord. Yeah, July. What's up? It was fun. Hopefully, see you in Paris. Yeah, I mean, listen, man. If they end up doing it there, I mean, again, I know they kind of mentioned a few spots, but yeah, I mean, if they do it in the EU and it happens to be there, that could be cool. Four, nice. Dude, sick. From like 865. So what's that? 66, 67, 68, 69. Nice. Yeah, J4 says, I agree with Donk on the trying to get friends to play COD. The required regular time commitment is a paramount reason friends don't play. They can't put it down and pick it back up a month later. Yeah. I mean, you're right. Yeah. I mean, my thing on it is that, it would be nice if, and again, I don't know what that looks like. Like these particular kinds of games are one of those where like you need to have proactive actions being taken that you're doing, and you're pushing buttons, where you have to actively be doing those things in the game, where you can't really kind of treat it like an idle game. But I do think that it would be interesting if there were still some elements of the game where, you didn't really have to log in, I think my whole thing is, I think there should be a minimum that the game operates off of. But then if you want to invest, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12 hours a day, so be it, right? As long as there's enough stuff for you to do in the game for that time. And all of those things allow for you to progress, especially because, I mean, like, I talk about this on, like, a free-to-play side. Like, man, if I was ever going to develop a kingdom builder, my man, that is something I would look to do. Absolutely. But, I don't know what that looks like. I mean, I think it would be interesting to talk to some people and say, like, listen, if you just loaded up the game on a regular day, like a non-massive event weekend or something, how much time does it take for you to complete every single event, do everything you need to do, to where you can then just kind of go out there and farm, like send your farmers out as an example. Like if you had to do everything you needed to do or whatnot, how long does that take? And then how much time, and then how long would it take for you to do everything on like a big event weekend or a big event window? Yeah, no, she's coming back. She's coming back. And I think I've asked this before like a while ago, but something like that I think is important because it gives you a sense of how much there really is to do in the game. Right? Yeah. And I'm just talking like just on an average daily basis, which is what, people that are playing and logging in every day and, want to be invested and want to log in on a regular basis are doing. Do I? Oh, there we go. Yeah, right. D-Ball, what's up, bro? Hey, baby girl, what's up, man? Me and the child call you the same name. This guy. Yeah, massive battles with hundreds of fighters and lines of dead stretching across the map is so much fun. Just take away the lag and one of the best cross-platform war games. Yeah, man, especially on mobile. Absolutely. D-Ball, join VC. I will give consent. Skiki, I dropped you a message on Discord. Okay, no, I'll take a look. I'll take a look. How much longer we got? We got almost 5 minutes. 5 minutos. Yeah. Chat, is it only me or you all have a significant delay of the stream? Oh, no, sorry. The stream is not delayed. Sorry, the stream isn't delayed. I'm just trying to read all the messages from top down. That's all. But I know it might seem that way, but there is no delay. It just might seem like that because I'm trying to catch up on all the messages. I mean, if the messages were like really, really flowing, then yeah, I would probably pick and choose some and try and keep it more to the recent ones. But if it's a little bit slower pace, I like to try and get to as many people as I can. Yeah. Eliza, stop messaging so I can be second. How many 698 people are here? Just realized I was at the start of the video. T-ball. Yeah. I'm here. What's up, man? You good? Sweet. We're 869. So 70, so 60, cool. Ricky says, I heard you were high. It was a fun time in New York. I mean, listen, man, I'll just say some stuff happened. It was a fun time. It was a fun time. We don't talk about that. Pull us up. Don't answer, Amir. We have had dodging KvK on repeat. Oh my gosh. That's good stuff, man. What do we got? 3 minutes. All right. I'll probably do this last one and then we'll start. I gotta start. I'll do a quick little setup on some things. Yeah. Thinking about it now, I might actually have to grab. I wonder. We might have to grab an older sheet, one of my older sheets, and just like do a quick little like reset revamp. We might do that just so we can like grab some of the initial data real quick. There is motion at Zidal. Yeah. You guys, man. Yeah, man. Dude, Nubinator, dude, coming in with the 220 dono. Oh my gosh, man. Way too kind. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love and the support, good sir. It means a lot. It means a lot. Honestly, what I need to do is start a new fund. Not a new fund. I need to start a fund for whenever the next meetup's gonna be. Yeah, because it was funny. I was looking at some prices. Like I looked at London and Paris and whatnot for like maybe end of the year, and I was looking at how much it would be to leave from Atlanta, where I'm at, and if I was doing like a round trip or something like that, and I was going to stay maybe like 2-3 nights. And what I realized is that because of the time change and how long it takes to get there, when you're flying, you're kind of almost losing a day. Like it's about 3/4. I think it's 2/3 or 3/4 of a day you lose. At least for me on East Coast. So I was looking at this and I thought, well, man, I basically would almost have to. I would have to leave. I would have to leave late at night my time, basically to get there in the morning. Their time the following day. So just because of all the time change and everything. But I was looking at some of the prices, and just to go for like a couple days, the round trip flight, probably average cost for food, you're probably looking at like $2 grand. And that's probably like budget, minimum that you're looking at. So, yeah, it's interesting stuff. July says, show them the farming stats. Yeah. I know I should, right? Oh my gosh. We are coming now, rank 13 overall in the game with the moment. Oh, damn, dude. That's very nice. Savage will register us in 4 minutes. Nice, dude. Sonny, brace for impact, lol. You guys quite young. Dude, July coming in so strong right now, dude, with the 5 dono. Dude, sending this instead of buying daily. Sorry, 7, dude. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that love. Oh, that means a lot. Hi, sweetie. Okay. What? I didn't even get no love, man. She just came in to tell me something and left. Oh my gosh. I mean, just when you think, your kids enjoy your presence. All right, dude, here we are. Registration has started. Let's get her done. So, let me set this up real quick and give me un minutos. What we're going to do is this. We're going to do like a quick little thing that we can put together just for now during registration. And then, like I said, we'll kind of set everything up that I'm going to do Oh no, hang on. I already have this set up. I just have to update this whenever I get a fresh pulley. So, because I'm probably not gonna go until tomorrow. So, I wonder if I'll just. Oh no, I don't want to mess. Oh yeah, because I got to think about that. I don't want to mess with Drew's scripted sheet. So, let me do something easy that I can do right now, because I'm probably going to do a massive update on Drew's sheet, and I can just kind of copy and paste or pick and choose on the people that we still need to update. So I think that's going to be the play. So let me do that, and then we're going to go start going through some King Diones. Yeah, man. Yeah. I have my 698 coming to donate to you. Oh my gosh. Man, you guys are too kind. You do not, you can just post normally. That's totally fine. Totally fine. It's July 6th. It's a sponsor. You're going to buy the stream? I'm done, dude. I will pull up next meet so you can see what a wrecking ball looks like. My guy, bro. I'm down. You should, man. You should. This is my thing, man. You know, and I'll say, like I said, I'm going to do a big video. I'm going to do like a big impressions video and everything too as well. But what I will say is that one of my most just like straight up fulfilling moments about the, one of my most fulfilling things about the experience going to New York City was just meeting everyone. You know, actually being able to set aside time, go say hi to everyone, engage, take a picture with everyone. You know, like to me, I really feel like that enhances the experience. And I talked about that as well when I did my video where I kind of showed off everyone that I met. And I talked about that in the beginning. But listen, even though I didn't get as much time as I would have liked to do as many interviews as I would have liked to, or to maybe shoot some B-roll footage around the venue, you know, or kind of take pictures of each major area, you know, it was still such a fulfilling experience. And I can tell you, dude, you know, the COD community was so welcoming. You know, I mean, I joke around and people will joke with me all the time about how, you know, I don't really play too much anymore, you know, compared to when I used to. But I can tell you there was no feeling for me, right? Like there wasn't any kind of judgment. There wasn't any kind of bias. You know, when I went to go and talk to someone, when I met someone, when I shook their hand, when I said hi, when I asked people if I could get a picture, you know, everyone was so gracious and humbling, if you will. It was just, man, it was just really good energy. And I that was my first time ever being to kind of a mobile game event like that. And I can tell you hands down, it was one of the best experiences that I've had going to and traveling to a gaming event in my life so far. I mean, I've been to a lot of events, most of them kind of bigger and grander, but this was incredibly fulfilling. And I can't say enough about the people that I met and how nice everyone was. And the one thing I'll say, because I could say a lot, but the one thing I'll say while I'm kind of putting everything together real quick is that what did it for me, like when I really knew that everything was going to be an awesome weekend, was when we all met up for that big group dinner on Friday night, and how everyone was just so stoked to meet everyone. Like it was just smiles all around. People were talking. People were pulling up their accounts and doing kind of, you know, like this like little mini walkthrough and kind of showcasing sessions of their accounts. I mean, it was a good time, man. Like it wasn't awkward, right? It wasn't like people were just not talking to anyone, or, you know, kind of waiting for, you know, like you had like half the people just waiting for someone else to lead the conversation. Like everyone was really just kind of jumping in. And I think for me, that's kind of when I knew that I was like, okay, dude, this event's going to be like the tits, bro. It's going to be the bee's knees. So anyways, that's just my small little tidbit there. All right. Let me actually do some work. You know what I mean? Where's my, oh, this is the public one. Where's my SOS 14? Let me do this. Oh, I guess I only really had the public one, huh? Okay, we'll do this then. Well, I'll grab the master off 13. I think. Yeah, that should probably be fine. Actually, let me open this first, and then we'll do the 13 as well. Then we'll start plugging away, my friends. We'll start plugging away. Yeah. You will, dude. Savage, thank you so much, man, for the 15 Toto, man. Oh my gosh, hearts in the chat. I'm gonna get some confetti going again. You're too much and too kind, sir. Yeah. Oh my gosh. You guys, man, I haven't even scrolled down all the way, man. Like, I'm trying to get some work done here. Bro's back to semi-tense, so I can act like it's for me. Don't tell anyone. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Rio, what's up, man? How does this ranking work? Yes, I'll be showing that off in a sec. We're gonna be pulling some stuff from the in-game COD data tool as well, because I gotta wait to get a scan tomorrow. Dude, Savage again. This one is from Turtle July. Thank you, man. Appreciate the 10 Dodo. Oh gosh, you're overflowing right now, man. I'm gonna end up having like the Barbie smile face pain that I'll be having later. And WNWS, there is no need for registration to be this long, especially when there's only one option. I mean, Nipper, you're not wrong. And Nipper also, what's up, bro? And we said this before, it'd be nice if they just only made it a day. Like, I think that'd be cool. I don't know why it necessarily needs to be 2 days per se. I'm down with that. J4, 2 minutes, you guys gotta stop, man. You're like creating a chain event, right? Paris or Kiddo's college fund, your choice. Oh, dude, thank you so much for the dodo, J4. That's too kind, man. Noob, sorry, Savage. I will stop too, man. You guys are wild, man. Thank you. There's too much left. BN love kids, man. Mushroom Killer BN funds. Yeah. I mean, listen, man. That'll eventually be it. Mushroom, keep it 698 up there. Go tell the rest of their king wants 20 trips. So you guys know, man. That's a lot. That's a lot. Stack the dude up, jeez. The only toxic behavior I've experienced with online games is only online. Every time I've ever met up IRL, they're so much nicer. Absolutely, J4. I couldn't agree more. But Pearl, what's up, man? 101 on how to annoy someone by giving them money. Dub Gamer, what's up, bro? Welcome. Shelby, what's up for 698? Thanks for hanging out. No work, have fun with us. 168 Ben, 698 on top. What's up, man? Thanks for hanging out. Oh man, this is how our alliance chat looks like. There you go. Pinned in chat, lol. Okay, I'm a lady, not a man. Why do I have to say that? And gotta get a little southern accent there. Masito, what's up? Welcome. All right, let me get slightly serious real quick for a second here. We did the reg. Okay, I think I'm just gonna grab this one. I have this ragged MP. I think I can do some sorting with this too. If this is the pub, no, you know what? I'll grab one of the timeline ones. This will be fine. Okay, we got it. I'm gonna grab this. We're gonna make a copy, and then we should be set to start plugging away here. I just gotta rename this to SOS 15 because that's basically what we are right now. And then it's going to be Rise of the Dragon. So we'll do ROTD for that, Gen 2. And then when, isn't it like 5.6 or something? I think it's, or is it 5.8? It's going to start, right? There's 6 days of BOW. So we'll do that. Where's my SOS 15? Where did it go? All right, cool. We're good to go. Let's jam away. Jam away. Here we go. Dennis, dude, thank you so much for the sub, man. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Get some hearts in the chat for that. Leave him be. Let the dude stream. I like him smiling and calling my name. We should make him moan our names. Papura. I cannot roll my R's, so that's the best you're going to get. Let me continue. Where am I at? Dude, what's up, bro? I cannot roll my R's. Like, listen, if there's something I can do, I know Masita's looking at me like that was just god awful. Yeah, listen, if there's a video I could watch on how to learn how to roll my R's, listen, I'll be the first one there. All right, let me. I think I can delete this. Okay, we need to fill some stuff in real quick. So, registration. What do I got here on this? Okay. So, what's the timeline? So, registration 425, and then we got to do the tools too. So, okay, let me skadoosh this over just so I can plug this in. What's that? 425. Matchmaking 427. Sprinkle 452. Season's probably going to begin 5/8. I imagine is what the assumption is going to be there. We still got to count all the kingdoms that are in. So that's something we're going to have to. Oh, hang on, let me not do that. Let's do. Okay. So we don't know what the total kingdoms will be yet. All right, we're set. So what we need to do is I need to start plugging away, but we need to figure out all the kingdoms first that are, yeah, that are there. So let's do this. Here we go. Let me, I'm gonna do it. We're gonna slightly do this the old-fashioned way just for now until we get our scan for tomorrow, and then we can kind of update and use Drew's sheet because I don't want to mess up with all the kind of algorithms and stuff that I know he has set up in there, because that probably just won't do me a lot of justice, I think. All right, so we got the sheet. I think we're good. I'm just deleting a couple little note cells here. Okay, we're good. Awesome. So this is what we're gonna do. We need to, I'm going to move the sheet over here and I'll hang out because we need to look at all the kingdoms that are registered at the moment. Oh, hang on. Give me a sec here. I'm balling right now with this. Dude, you guys see this immaculate 118,458 points? I mean, legitimately step off. It's on fire. Okay. Let's go pre-war. To the matchup, yeah, man. You gotta roll your R's like baboon. Or you will get a discharge ticket because it messed up, man. Let's see. This is just growl. No, it's not rolling. Gotta nope. I will make you roll your R's, baby. Oh, damn, that's getting a little intense now. Yo, where my lady at? Gotta roar, yeah. Go. Oh, mouth closed, teeth clenched, and move the tip of your. Hang on, wait, hang on. Go. Okay, mouth closed, teeth clenched, and move the tip of your tongue towards the front of your upper palate. Nope. Hang on. No, hang on. My mouth has to be completely closed. No, I feel like it's getting worse. I almost felt the tongue vibrating if I like just opened my mouth ever so slightly. Let me see. No, it's just, I'm gonna be honest, it's slightly coming off like a kitten purring, and the Stitch 5, that's more like a stroke. Damn, bro. Okay, that's enough tongue action for now. The tongue's gonna vibrate. Okay. Yeah, nothing was vibrating when the mouth was closed. Slightly open, yes, a little bit. You got to predict our matchmaking for sheet 2, yeah, but. Wicked Mushrooms, like, clip that. Yeah, how was NYC Doom? Looked like you had a blast from the live stream. Yeah, dude, absolutely. I mean, the thing is, I may actually consider live streaming next time, too, as well. I just, again, you know, I didn't necessarily have, you know, a massive amount of time. Well, hang on, let me double check and make sure we're good on all these. I think all these ones are set. Let me just double check. There's some pickpockets here. 60. Yep. Okay. All right. Good. So all these kingdoms are in the G2 pool. We're gonna write all these down, going top down here. 706, 703, 698, 696, 692. So this is gonna be the lengthy portion where we have to write all these down. 649. Well, oh, where am I at? 76641. So if I'm not responding to chat for a bit, just until I get all these kingdoms written down, apologies in advance. I will catch up once I do. You guys know me. I just gotta, this is the part where I have to really hone in if I want to type these up at least, you know, at a decent pace. I guess I could open my phone and go to the stream and read through chat that way. That is another option. But my little minion is on my lap, so that probably won't be... If I had a third monitor, you know, now we're talking. But I might think I have to upgrade my rig for that. I don't know if my desktop, my tower, my motherboard can do a third monitor. Maybe I have to look into that again. Might not be that bad. Oh, there's HD in 500. Look at that. Yep, there's a lot. I mean, there's probably over 300. We might be getting close to 350, I think. You ask the lady if she can turn on the AC. Yeah. Hey, babe? Would you be so kind to turn on the AC? Oh, it is? Oh, dang. Never mind. Never mind. It's on. Okay. I feel like I'm starting to feel like if I stay here another little bit longer, probably start generating some slight back sweat, but sacrifices. Probably should upgrade the gaming chair, or really just maybe get a gaming chair if they have better ventilation. Or maybe better idea, maybe we get like a portable AC unit and then just blast that at the chair. It's probably just because it's summer. Five, 8, 7, 6. All right, let's go. So we're going 5, 3. There are still some things that you have to do manually. This is one of them. It's funny because, like, no matter what, you know, even if you had, you know, your data pools, you know, all your algorithms, scripts, whatnot, everything set up, this is one of the few things that you still have to do manually. In some way, shape, or form. Because I don't think there's a way to pool that I know of all the kingdoms that are like in the pre-war phase of SOS. Maybe I should ask the Hero Scrolls team and see if there's a way to do that. I mean, that would actually be pretty cool. So I'm at 155 right now. So we're almost halfway there. I don't know how long that is. Is anyone keeping time? I'd really be curious on what my time is. Oh, dude, side note, for any of my anime lovers and purveyors out there, I was talking about this on the Discord, but man, I just came across this new show. It's called The Apothecary Diaries. I don't know if anyone has seen it, but it's, I think, a couple years old from when the first season came out, but oh my God. Dude, you know when you are like looking for new stuff to watch, whether it's anime, TV shows, movies, or whatnot, And, you know, you see the poster, right, or the picture of whatever the show or the movie is, and you think to yourself, man, I wonder if that's good, but you just have never gone to actually go and start watching it or just give it a shot. This is exactly what that show was for me. Because I had it on my queue, but I had not started it yet. And then a couple of days ago, it popped up somewhere that I saw. And I thought, you know what? You know what? I don't know. I don't want to be let down, but let's just watch the first episode and see how it goes. I'm telling you right now, dude, the first minute in, I already knew the show was going to be a banger. And it has not disappointed me. I also like that, you know, I like when shows do longer seasons, like when they do like a 24 episode season 1 compared to like a 12 episode. There's obviously different pacing that you get, but I definitely am a little bit more of a fan of that. Anyways, just wanted to kind of make that little note there. Yeah, so if you're looking for something new to watch, show is a bang. 198, here we go. All right, we're getting close. The cool thing is that I can see how many kingdoms I'm at too as well, so we'll know here in a sec if the record is broken. Yeah. All right. Oops. I can't see kid. Thanks. Isabella, you know there's a couch over there, sweetie, right? She's like, all right, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Like, cool story, bro. Yeah, I know. That's exactly how it sounded like. Tell you, man. It's like I'm just chopping liver to these kids now. Oops. Well, what did I do there? We're at 314. I think we're getting close. Okay, we're almost done. Here we go. Oh, we made it to the end. Well, that took a decent amount of time. Okay, so the new total, right? I don't know if I should say new total like that, but... Okay. What was the previous... Oh, is this it? I can't tell. You know, I'm just going to remove that. Okay, we're good. I'm back. Let me see where we're at. We need those stats. Yeah. Blue, what's up? BN purring is not on my bingo list this year. Bring in the waifu for that. Quality content was pretty good nonetheless. Glad you got to go. Yeah, man. No, it was awesome, man. It was awesome, dude. Work, BN. We need those sheets. The names of some of these servers, though. Yeah, Lol Lifestone. Comes out like a kid and purring. No, it sounds like a cricket dying. Yeah, thanks, man. A comic kill. Dude, already seen a comic kill. Only thing about a comic kill I'll say is that I don't think they ever did a season 2, huh? Did they? Or am I cray-cray? Yeah, no, yeah, there's no direct sequel. Yeah, because they finished with it. Yeah, but a comic kill was fantastic. Absolutely, it was. Okay, so we finished this up, which is great. So now what we're gonna do is we need to find all of the kingdoms here, because I think I'm gonna try and do this in order. Yeah. So this is what we'll do. We'll do a little data sort here. Kingdom, and we're gonna go. Oh, no. I just want to do this. Oh crap! I'm gonna have to go all the way down, huh? Okay, let me sort this. We're gonna start with all of the kingdoms that are as we usually do, because this will be a lot easier when we do full. I don't even have to do the header, huh? There we go. All right, cool. Yeah, I think this will be a little easier. I don't know if I care too much about. You know what? Maybe we'll just leave it. I don't. Well, it's okay. I can always resort it and do like another tab on it in a sec. All right. So this is what we'll do. So we're going to start at the top here. We need to figure out all of the kingdoms that are full, crowded, and active. Right. Those are the ones we're going to mark first. So 698. We'll do crowded. I wish I could click on them. Oh, I can see what their RMS is. Oh, look at that, dude. So 38. Oh, dude, this is great. 3807. Dope. 647. 2283. Dude, this is nice. I'll have to do this again, though. We're just going to start with these first. But then we'll do this again once the season, right before the season ends. Because this actually goes away. So I have to kind of do this like the last hour if I'm able to. 2769. This is actually pretty cool. We already got this sorted too as well, so that's nice. 618, 1791. Plus, this lets us get through pretty much all the active kingdoms. What we would say is like good activity, right? Decent to good activity compared to just some of the normal status ones, which are, well, I don't know if I should say decent. I should probably say like good to above average activity is probably a nicer way to put it. You know, because I don't mean for it to come off negative by any means. It's just there's a lot more normal status kingdoms than actives. So if I can, I'd rather not. What is it? Well, go like that. What are you doing? There you go. This is 602, 2332, 599, 2360. And keep in mind, these are going to change. Well, they may change a decent amount, right? I mean, you've probably had a lot of migrations that have already happened. So we have to kind of take that into account. But the season isn't over yet, right? You got basically 2 more days until where you can get kind of full, more migrations that can take place. And that's what we're really curious on is, you know, how much are some of these things going to change? We can actually kind of gauge that too as well by taking down the RMS score now. And then we compare the RMS score with what it was in 2 days. Even though it doesn't, you know, kind of define the entirety of the migration season because people were already migrating before the season ended and then most of them after summary. But it can at least give us a little bit of a gauge on some movement, I should say. 2738. Yeah, dude, this is always like the funnest part for me, man. Like I love doing this stuff. Oh, I'm telling you, man, it is so enjoyable. There's just something about sifting through some good old-fashioned data. If you know what I mean. It's exhilarating. Yeah, plus I'm really looking forward to messing around with the COD data tool once we do all this, because I just want to see how it plays out. Like something just tells me when we have the RMS score, it's gonna help us use that tool a lot more. I don't know. I have a good vibe about it, I think. All right. 294, 2177. Oh wow. They're really close. Jeez. 75. That's the next W, right? Wow. Did they gain some? Because that's pretty nutty. That's rage. Pod for, dude. So is there? Did anyone hear about it? Someone told me that pod was disbanding, but I think I reached out to someone and they told me that that was a lie. Dude, even YSS, dude, even they're still up there. Look at that, jeez. 245. Oh wow. Okay, they gained some. Dude, not bad. 237. Oh man, you right on the cusp. Ah, 297. There we go. I was like, oh, I lost my count for a sec there. .283. Yeah. Actually, you know, it's funny, man. I was talking to the lady about, you know, if she would come with me, like if they were holding the event somewhere in Europe for the next one or somewhere in the EU. And I said, listen, would you be down to come? You know, even if, you know, you're just kind of, like I'm telling you, you know, I told her like, you know, you'd really enjoy the people there at the event. She's like, you know what, I'll come if you pay for my ticket. Like, yeah, because like if we went, you know, I would try to make a thing out of it. Like, you know, you go for a week or, you know, 5 or 6 days at least, you know, and you know, you really soak up as much as you can. You know, even if we're just there for half a day, 3/4 of a day, or something like that. So I was like, okay, all right, I'll have to add that on the goal, on the fundraising goal. whatever I do. Yes. There we go. So fun. 228, 2050, and then 226, 2491. Oh yeah, that's, oh dude, 225, man. They're almost at, wow, dude, they're almost at 3,900. Wow. They're very much, I mean, there's a very good chance they're going to be KvK 1 after that TFS and 25 merge. Very, very good chance, my friend. $16, that's 1. 203, 244, 202, 1582, 194, and then let's do 193. 60, sweet. All right, 181. Well, I think it's getting a little cooler in here now. Not nice. Ooh, 115, 2690. Ooh, ROG, 29. Oh wow, they're below 3,000 RMS too. I didn't even look at 60. I wonder where they're at. Oh, they're coming up. Oh, they're coming up. I wonder where they're at. Because someone said they were just trying to stay below 30 bill. 92, 3538. That's Caps Group. 85. It's DGen. 82 CFRA. Oh, here we go. There they are. Let's see. Oh wow, dude. 62. I wonder what their RMS score is for 60. Oh, dude, they're trying to stay below 3. Oh, interesting. Interesting. How that kind of played out there. Oh, the NTS is bulking up a little bit. VP22 still going strong. 17 is that ED, right? Oh wow, okay, they're still a threat. Dude, I'm telling you, dude, look at OMG 5, dude. They're I feel like Kingdom 5, dude, old school Noir, man. They're on the slow come up right now. Yeah, because dude, someone told me this last season. They told me, they said, boss, keep an eye out on 5 over the next couple seasons as they basically rebuild. And I was like, okay. I was like, oh no, but okay. Yeah, I was like, oh, I mean, that's interesting. All right, so we're at 3. We're at 345 at the moment. 345 is where we're at. So now we need to start grabbing some numbers. I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna start doing this too. This is actually gonna be pretty cool using the in-game data tool. Yeah. We'll see that 698 equals Siren's baby server. Yeah. Yo, Green, what's up, man? Welcome. We'll see the anime review section would be nice of you. I know, right? I should. Doom, what's up, bro? When do you plan to do matchup predictions? So we'll do those. We'll do those probably after registration finishes and I get a fresh pool, and then I can go in and sort all that out, and then I can do some group and potential and matchup predictions. But I'll probably wait till after, like I said, I'll wait till after the registration phase finishes. Sonny says your predictions are 10 times better than what the devs do. Well, keep in mind, I appreciate the kind of words there, but let's also keep things in the appropriate perspective, which is that, you know, my predictions are based on, you know, publicly available information and data that we have, right? So, you know, I don't have everything factored, and I'm probably never going to be able to. So for me, it's always, I always like to at least disclaimer that in the beginning. You know, just so people are aware. That's not going to stop me from doing it, because again, you know, I very much feel that there are still enough good metrics that we can see and we can pull and we can utilize when it comes to how I would do, right, a matchup and a prediction. So I still think there's value there. I just want to simply say that it's not everything, right? Sonny says, have you suggested they use them? I mean, they do use them, and they use more too as well. I just don't know you know, what's every specific thing they use, and then what's the exact weighting percentages or weighting values that they have assigned to everything, right? We've kind of gotten a little bit of a, we actually have got a little bit of a peek behind the curtain, right? Because they have showed some stuff with us, which I think is great. Like, it's really cool to see that. But like I said, I just don't know everything, right? Yeah. However, Turk, go back into VC. I want to tell you something before. Homestar, what's up, bro? I hope you had a great meeting you last week, bro. Pleasure to meet you, Star. Man, it was such an absolute pleasure. Before being much respect and love for 698, thank you so much. Mushroom, RMS. RMS is realm migration score. Yeah. Home, I heard that at the meetup too. I don't know how true it was. Yeah. Mushroom, hell yeah. Being wifey needs that trivia, right? Miguel, Tiny Alliance is getting bigger. Hello. Yeah. What's up, Miguel? What's up, bro? I do enjoy BN's matchup. I mean, listen, man. You know, I don't mind doing the matchup prediction videos because I like doing them based on what I think it would be. And then I also like to see what the devs do, and then we compare those, right? So I think there is some really good value there when you kind of get to see some of those comparisons. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is this. Now let me show you how we're gonna use the new feature, right? So the cool thing is there's not really kind of a hard limitation on it. So let me show you, do I have it pulled up over here? I do. Okay. So let me show you guys how we're going to utilize this now, right? So how far do I have to like really put, whatever, we'll do this. I was thinking like, dude, how far do I need to push this so it's not awkward? Okay, there we go. Even though, oh, I got to find that crevice. There we go. Okay. That kind of looks slightly better, Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Gods, what's up, bro? Welcome, welcome. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We are gonna start with all the kingdoms top down, and we're gonna rank them out based on where they are, right? So we're gonna go realm stats, and then I'm gonna start with all the kingdoms first that are crowded. Then we'll go to there's no full status kingdoms at the moment, so we'll do crowded and active. So we'll kind of go down the list here. So whoa, I can only go to 1,000. Whoa. Oh, never mind. I'm tripping. I'm looking. Oh, what is it? There you go. You gotta go like that. See? Oh, it's because of No, I got it. Okay. See, dude, good thing I came back to check. Good thing I came back to check. I didn't realize. How long was I muted for? He's locked in though. Miguel knows, man. I know. You can hear the music? Okay. BN, wake up. I was speechless by the dove. But not sure, boys. I can't wait for him to notice the comments. Dude, even Slep is like he's too focused. Bro, he's talking. I know. I was talking the whole time too. It's so funny. I gotta love when that happens. LGTV, what's up? Looks like him enjoying talking to himself. The real passion for numbers. Look how it's. You guys, I'm done, man. This is what I know. Discordia, what's up? I know. I need to have my phone like a third monitor when I do that. Act like we hear him and agree. Thanks, man. I got a bunch. I started getting a bunch of Discord messages and the call. Well, I think I'm good now. I think I'm good. Someone FaceTime him. Dude, some people have my number now too, because because when they had to send me money, I was like, dude, here, listen, let me just give you my number. 1 hour. I don't think it was an hour, you guys. Since you went on 698, go back. Oh, dude, that's how long? Oh my gosh. Okay, good. Only like 5 minutes. Okay, fantastic. Okay, I was gonna be worried. Sama, what's up, bro? I was gonna be worried if it was like way longer than that. Accidentally. Thank you guys for the pings though. That's so funny, man. Oh, Haskiki, I'm sorry, I'm just seeing your message now. Oh, cool. Oh yeah. Nice. Oh sweet. Oh cool. Yeah. Didn't get back to me. Let me just. Everyone was so kind to reach out. Oh my god. There we go. 840. Okay, not super. Dude, even Mushroom pings me on my. That's funny. That's funny. Dude, you guys are hilarious, man. I'm getting pinged everywhere. All right. Too funny. Too funny. All right. Let me finish this on 20. Where am I going next? 641, right? All right. So 14.9. I mean, it's a little bit faster. I wonder if I should almost be writing down the rank too as well that they've assigned them, just to see if there's any interest there, if there's like variance on how they do it versus how the ranking. I wonder, like discrepancies between like just doing a general rank based on power, which I imagine that's probably what they're doing for the most part. Where are we going? 630? All right, 15.5. All right, let's go 618. That's interesting. All right. I wonder if it's when I was moving the mic, probably. Now that I'm thinking about it. 602. Yeah. So that means that this power has to be based on top 800, so we should get a bigger number. But I guess that's what they use in that case, huh? So that means when we get to like some of the crowded ones, we should maybe see some bigger numbers then possibly. There we go. So yeah, there we go. 26, geez. Which is nuts. Did I really go to 6? Hang on. Dude, isn't that nuts? That. Oh my God, did I write this down wrong? hang on. Give me a sec here because I swear I'm about to lose my shiitake mushrooms if this is right. Oh, so maybe it's outdated then. Not outdated. Maybe it's old. Maybe it's not accounting for any migrations. Let me hang on. I'm so curious. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that it's saying 698 is 22.2 billion for top 800. There's no way, because 572 is 600 migration points less or RMS score less, and they're at 26.1. So I wonder if I'm going to have to go into the kingdoms if there's like a really big discrepancy right now. Yeah. Dude, oh my God, did it cut out? No, it didn't cut out. I'm here. Oh, never mind. Maybe it is right. Okay. That's so weird. So I guess that just means that the average power player is lower powered. Yeah, I mean, this actually seems about right. Okay, huh. Can I build a notice board? I can't build, okay, so I have to go somewhere where I can build a notice board. Okay. Wow, no, that's just so interesting to me that it's like that. Yeah. No. Well, no, because we just went into 698. Like that's accurate. I mean, maybe they're a little bit higher than that now, but yeah, I mean, I imagine it's probably a little bit higher than that now. But yeah. Well, I mean, I guess worst case, what? We just wait until, I guess what? We'd have to wait 2 hours for that. I mean, right? It's like we wait 2 hours for it to update. Hi. What are you doing? You gonna go? Huh? Okay, here, take this off. Okay. Okay, you gonna go? Okay. Are you going? Or no? What you doing? Oh, you gonna turn off? Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm free. I can watch chat now. Yeah. Oh, wait. My bad. I did not mean to do that. It says it on the tool. That it's 3 UTC. I'm tripping. So. Oh, I see. From 20 to 13. So. Oh, I see. Okay. So that means we'd have to wait for 3 UTC to hit again to get updated stuff, which is what? That's 11 o'clock. So that's 2 more hours. We would have to wait for that. Okay. I'm just thinking about that now. I mean, if the numbers have really changed that much, yeah. Then I guess we will. I wonder how 225 looks though. Where are they at? Yeah, they have to be more than that. So that must mean that within the last 24 hours, there still has been a decent amount. Yeah, I was going to say that means that there has to have been a decent amount of more migrations happening. So if that's the case, maybe this will work out better, where if I wait for a fresh scan tomorrow, then we'll go forward with updating everything. Because at that point, then I'll have access to Drew's sheet. We can go from there. The big stuff that we've done so far is some of the most important stuff. Like, we know how many kingdoms there are now. What we can do is go through and look at some people that have maybe registered. So that's one thing we can do. Where's my... Here, let me just move this over. I'll just move this over. So I'll remove all these then, because it's probably not going to be super relevant at that point. Why don't we go through some kingdoms and we can see who's registered so far? That is something we can do. Let me skadoosh this over. Are these my scouts? It is. Okay. So let's do that. Let's go through the crowded kingdoms first, as of right now, and then we'll do the actives, and we'll see who's registered so far. And then tomorrow, when I get a fresh scan, we'll go ahead and plug in some data. That seems pretty good. I mean, honestly, at this point, maybe we'll just go down the list, huh? Probably doesn't matter too much. Yeah, we'll do that. So we can see who's... Oh, should we do it how we did it last time? Or we just like redded it out? Or what was it? Blue? Right, we did blue for who registered and then red for who didn't. Slap. Somehow we got to pass the next 2 hours. We'll see. We will see on that one. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's been an hour since registration started. How long have we been going? We've been going almost 2.5 hours so far. Yeah. It's more important. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, Amir, keep grinding them sheets. Yeah, man. Absolutely. Oh, crud, where am I? Oh, here we go. So it says, this is peak content to me. Love to do spreadsheets myself. Yeah, man. Thanks, babe. Oh, never mind. She said it smells awful in here. Oh. We're gonna have to open a lot of windows later. Ooh, they registered. Nice. So we'll do 6:30 next. Yeah. You find a new best friend, PCM. Man. Beast isn't even joking. You should see a spreadsheet collection. Dude, I got a lot. I know. We got a lot. We got a lot. All right, nothing there from them. Let's go to 618. I wonder how many active and... Oh, Noob says, yeah, we just got 46 million power less 24 hours. Okay, yeah, so that probably makes sense then. Nothing there, 618. Let's do 614. 6 go to sleep. We don't sleep. I just woke up, Sama. My man is ready. We've got 611. We'll do next. Sleep is for the weak. Nah, man, sleep is for the people who need it. Cool. Oh my God, did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? Oh my gosh, hang on. Excuse me. Dude, look at this. So this is 611 SOV. I would like to say thank you for everyone who is staying in SOV, and at the same time, apologize for all the new migrants who came to our server with this chaotic situation. Registration will start around a week's from now. We need to make sure that everyone will participate in the next KvK. So for everyone that got an email from Officer, you have to make sure. Dude, didn't I just see something that said, oh, here it is. Thank you for, I would like to announce that we will skip this registration till all of our friends who wants to migrate go, and it should be great if we play in a CD seat on G2. This is on the 10th, though. This was 14 days ago. Oh, I see. They might have been a new kingdom coming in, possibly then. I'd have to look back. Okay, I was slightly worried about that when I saw that little announcement. I was like, wait, what? They're skipping already? Ain't that an interesting one? Noob says, just stay alive for another 2. Oh, they were G1? Yeah. Okay. I'd have to check and see where they were back then. It was G1, okay. Oh, that's why Savage said 611 fell off. Noob to stay alive for another 2. I mean, we'll see. We'll see if we make it that far. They were rank 4 on G1. Okay. Okay, so nothing over 602. How about 599? Let's see. No way. Really? Dude, so interesting if this is true. I just reached out to Skiki because he shared something with me, and if he did, I'm gonna like flip my shiitake mushrooms. I gotta wait for him to get back to me though, because that could be pretty nutty, if so. Okay, nothing from, what was it, 599? Let's go 572. Let's see where they're at. Oh, there we go. We got one. Finally. 572 as registered. Hmm. Nothing from 551. Let's go 541. Yeah. I'm here. What's up? Welcome. Man, long time no see. Well, I guess anything for me, everything's long time no see because it's been a minute since I last streamed. No registration from 541 yet. Let's look 540. Oh my god, wow. Oh, interesting. Dude, I might need to go talk to Haskiki because, I mean, he just told me something that is, I mean, I'm going to be honest, dude. I think I just had a gasm in my brain and my mouth and just really all over my entire body. Yeah, like you ever had a Jimmy Neutron brain blast, but it's like times 100? That's basically what I just had. Like, I'm talking something that people felt, I don't know, it was like inaccessible, I guess. It's like one way of putting it. I'm gonna have a conversation with this person. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's pretty darn cool. Ooh, nice, another registration. We're going 5:30 now. Yeah, I'm totally gonna have to go take a shower after this. We're feeling it. Mm. Oh, there we go. Oh, we're on a roll now, dude. 5:30 is registered. Cool. 509 is next. Yeah, we'll see if they have. Oh, dude, that's so cool. No, nothing. 509. Let's go. We're going 500 now because that's HT. Too nuts. I guess also the good thing about going in and doing what I'm doing now is that I'm going to have to go into these kingdoms anyways. So if I can kind of get ahead and it lets me go through this annoying run back tutorial or like comeback tutorial, save me. All right, 43. It's so cool. Okay, no registration for 43. No registration for 76. We got 452 next. Nothing 452. Oh, maybe SCL is registered already. It's 444. No, not so hard now. $399. We'll check them. Oh, there we go. Tune. How does 399 register? Look at this, man. It's okay. The king was probably up in the past hour. Nothing there, 394. I'll try 385 next. Try 380 here. Okay. I feel like, man, ever since I accidentally muted myself last. Interesting. Wow. I'm having a very interesting conversation right now that is enlightening me. Or sorry, that is delighting me, I should say. Well, maybe enlightening too, but more so delighting. We're going 375. It's 921. Let me see what we got here. No, so nothing from NXW yet. 369. We'll check them too. Is that 69? Yeah. So nothing there. We'll check 63. All right, nothing 363. What about 358? Let's take a look there. Oh boy. Oh boy. I imagine we're probably only going to see a handful of registrations at this point. I mean, the most important things we've kind of done already, which is just capture all the kingdoms that are going to be, that are in the G2 pool right now, and then get an early RMS score for them, and then basically essentially at that point just wait until we get a fresh pool, and then obviously until registration ends, because we're going to need another one once that happens. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, at this point we might as well just wait until registration finishes before we even do another pool, because usually I like to get a pool like right as the KvK ends, so we can use that for like day one registration, and then we do like a final one once registration ends, just because at that point, you know, it's more of, okay, everything's solidified, everyone's fully moved, you know, no kind of hidden, not hidden, but like last minute additions, right, that are fluctuating a lot of the stats. It kind of helps you, I think, just feel a little bit better overall about it. Seven says PM. Oh, let me check. Hang on. What? Oh. Ooh. I'm at 345. Nothing there on 45, so I think they would just at 41. Nothing there for 341. 337, we'll check. Okay. No registration there for 37. 316 there. Anyway, we're like halfway. All right, we're a little bit less than halfway through right now. Oh, look at that. Found another. Oh, boy. All right, fam. I think I'm probably going to cut it here. I know we got about an hour and a half left until the data resets. I'll probably try and maybe come back on later tonight and maybe pull some of the power stuff. Otherwise, like I said, we might just wait until registration ends, you know, because we're going to end up having that time from registration ending and then matchmaking going, and that's going to go for a while until Brink of War starts. And you know, again, a lot of the diplos are probably going to get done then. But what my plan right now is, again, if I get a scan tomorrow, great. Otherwise, I'll wait until like the 26th, that reset going into the 27th, and see if they can give me a scan right after reset anytime. And then we'll go ahead and update that on Drew's updated script spreadsheet that he was kind enough to build me out before the website. And then if there's time after that, or if Drew frees up time by then and I can shoot him over the sheet and he can upload it to the site, then we'll just start using the KvK analytics site that we have to do all of our updated data, or to show that off, along with maybe doing some group and matchup predictions, some other stuff as well there, and talk about migrations. So that's the plan right now. I'll have to see how the next day or two play out. But again, maybe we'll end up streaming tomorrow or the day after. Absolutely, we'll probably try to do it once registration closes. If we do it before then, we'll see. But you know, as always, stay tuned. And if you want to get pinged or notified of that, I do have that available on my Discord. And there's a link to that in the chat. You can always join from there if you'd like. That's it for me, man. Thank you guys so much, man, for hanging out. Thanks for all the memberships, the donos, man, all the chat activity. It absolutely was great today for a little bit of a comeback. I know the registration period isn't always going to be the most, glorious, if you will. And I know we're going to be a little bit more excited once, matchmaking closes, and then absolutely once the groups are announced. And we'll be sure to have all of that stuff ready and available for you guys, so we have information and fresh stats for you guys to be able to cover or be able to view that we'll be covering. That's it for me. Thank you guys so much, man. Have a good rest of the night. Right, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.